What's up, guys? I just discovered this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection video from Headlocked Gaming talking about the final 2 games that are going to be revealed for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I'm curious about what this guy has to say and see what he knows, so let's check it out.
What up, Mortal Kombat fans? I am freshly back from Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection's Road Tour in Las Vegas at EVO 2025.
Nice.
I have a lot of news to share with you. There's a lot of buzz going around right now. Now, I wanted to discuss today the final games for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, because there's a lot of buzz out there. What are the question marks going to be?
I wasn't thinking there was going to be any more games. Like the question marks, as I discussed in my previous video from Shinfitz's interview with Dan Amherst at EVO, was that the question marks were just like an editing oversight when they put the montage together for the trailer. So let's see what he has to say.
Question marks mean anything? Well, I talked to the devs about that specifically. I can tell you exactly how many games are yet to be revealed, and we're going to get into it in today's video. Welcome in. I hope you're excited to check this out.
I am, and maybe Shinfitz didn't ask the right questions, but he did ask about gold, and Dan Amherst shook his head no. You can clearly, if you check out my last video, I'll link it here, he says no to gold, but that could just be to throw us off. We don't know. Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into it. So we are currently looking at Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which I didn't think we were going to get on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. However, at EVO 20...
I thought for sure we'd get it, and we did. So
2025, they shocked the world, revealed Mortal Kombat Trilogy was coming to modern consoles, part of the Legacy Collection. And with Trilogy being included, we now know that their architecture is built into Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection to support PlayStation 1 titles.
PlayStation 1 titles, not the 3D era PS2 titles, so keep that in mind.
Which is huge.
It is
absolutely huge. Now, the first thing I want to mention is that I did ask how many games we're going to be getting revealed. And I was told we have 2 more games coming.
Okay, 2 more.
That is it. 2 more games, 2 more stops on the Mortal Kombat Legacy
Mythologies Sub-Zero is an obvious pick for me.
Collection Road Tour. There's 1 stop over in Germany. I don't know the name of the event off the top of my head, but I know the other stop is at PAX West out in Seattle, end of the month. So we have 2 more stops on the Legacy Collection Road Tour. 2 more games are going to be revealed along the way. And when I was at EVO in Las Vegas, I did get a chance to talk to everybody, and I got a chance to ask some questions.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what I think the final 2 games are.
Cabal favorite right there. Yep.
So let's go ahead and jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're excited, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you can find the channel in the future. And I want to hear from you before I jump into this. What do you...
Yeah, guys, I definitely encourage you to show love to the people that we are reviewing their videos, because they spend a lot of time making these, and I think they deserve it. And, you know, as long as they're not feeding us disinformation, right?
What do you think the final 2 games are to be revealed at these other 2 events? Now, as you're getting ready to type that down below, let's go check out my first pick for the next game to be revealed on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero on PlayStation 1. I do feel that this game will be included in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
If in fact they are adding 2 more games, I feel that way as well. I think, like I said, it's an obvious pick.
And I'm going to get into a few reasons why. Number 1, this was very much tied to the original games canonically. There was a lot to this game also, and I'm going to show you. When you go to the main menu here, you actually have an early preview of Mortal Kombat 4. This game kind of served as a little bit of a segue. And
we can play that here on the channel, guys. I have it for the PS1, and I'm working on connecting all that so we can play on the original hardware with the discs. So awesome.
Between Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 4. So in that line of the arcade mindset, story-wise, this introduced us to Quan Chi, to Fujin, to Shinnok, which would become staples of Mortal Kombat 4 later on.
Yeah.
You do get teases of the arcade game in Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies as well. Now, Carrie Hoskins was at the event with us in Las Vegas at EVO, and I did get a chance to ask her I said, I bet you're very excited to see Sonya Blade return in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Is there any chance we're going to see the other role that Carrie Hoskins played, Kia, maybe make her way into the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? And Carrie said she's sworn to secrecy, but you never know. If Mythologies is a game that you'd like to see, if you wish for it hard enough, maybe.
I got to be honest, guys. I was not a fan of Mortal Kombat 4 when it came out. I got it from the video store and played it a little bit and took it back. But you can roast me in the comments if you want. That's fine. We all have our favorites. That wasn't one of mine.
You can manifest it. It's a pretty good answer, and I got to be honest. I mean, either way, I don't know if that could have been a yes or a no, but I do think that this game is going to be part of the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Again, we'll see.
Mainly because this does have a lot of important lore to it, and also it does kind of serve as a segue between Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4. They've already got the architecture built in to the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection to support PlayStation 1 games.
Yes.
Now, if we didn't get this, there are a few other PlayStation 1 games that they could give us. They could give us Mortal Kombat 2, the Japanese exclusive version on the PlayStation 1.
That'd be slick.
That version was all right. It didn't have the best music. It's not really anything to write home about. I can't see that. But as far as PlayStation titles, this game did have a good story. It was the very first Mortal Kombat adventure game. It controls very much like the arcade games. I mean that just by saying you got a high punch, a high kick, a low punch, and a low kick.
Definitely cool.
Beyond that, it gets to be a little bit difficult. But I could see this definitely making it the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. And as far as celebrating the legacy of Mortal Kombat in the 90s and everything that the game was about, I think Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero is a huge part of the Mortal Kombat.
Man, if you guys missed that, if you weren't born yet or just weren't into gaming at the time, definitely pick up the collection. I could wax nostalgic about Mortal Kombat in the arcade in the 90s all day long. So maybe we'll make a video about that or tell some stories when the collection comes out about my time at the arcade with my friends and the homemade player's guide, not strategy guide, but we made a Mortal Kombat 2 moves list and we copied it and distributed it amongst ourselves. And it's, we took that there. Then when it came out on console, we had it sitting in front of us, our own copies. I still have mine. So I did a hand-drawn cover with Crayola markers and pretty cool. But I've shown that before, but I'll plan on showing it again as we cover this collection more.
Legacy. And I think it stands a great chance of being in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. That's my take on it. I think we will see Mortal Kombat Mythologies come into the Legacy Collection before all is said and done. Now, what could I be looking at for the last and final game reveal? Now, the reason that I'm going to say this final game is because, remember, they're going to be revealing these at big events. So it has to be a game that they can put up at a event and have people play and have people get excited for it. And I think the final game is going to surprise some people. But let's go ahead and get into it, my friends.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Before we jump over there, let me know your thoughts on Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythology. Should it be in the Legacy Collection? Do you think it will be in the Legacy Collection? Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's go.
I can comment that if you guys want to comment that here in his video. Like I said, I'll link his video, this one, in the description.
Go ahead and jump into my final prediction for Game 2. The final game on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at it. And here we are, my friends. Final prediction, Mortal Kombat Gold.
Okay, this is interesting because, again, Shinfitz, in his interview, asked if we are going to be getting Mortal Kombat Gold. And Dan Amherst, he shakes his head no. So, unless he's just spinning Shinfitz, but let's hear what, because he was there too. He was at Evo, he says. So what did he hear?
Why Mortal Kombat Gold? I know there's a good clip floating around out there where one of the devs was asked about this game and MK9, and
yeah,
I'm kind of hoping that he was referring to MK9 when he kind of brushed it off. I think Mortal Kombat Gold is going to be one of our final games revealed. Now, why do I think that?
That could be because 9 and Gold were mentioned like in the same, if I remember right, because I just edited the video like yesterday, but I should remember. But they were 9 and Gold were mentioned in the same sentence. So it could be that Dan was shaking his head no to 9, not Gold. But we'll see.
Because I can't see what other game they can reveal at a live event that would actually go over as a cool surprise. This is a disc-based title running on Sega Dreamcast. I just don't see any other games that they could give to us that would really fit into the...
That might be hard to emulate.
I just don't know what other games they could give to us that would make this a very, very cool surprise for fans. Because I gotta be honest, if Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies is in, you can make the argument that Mortal Kombat Special Forces might make the cut. And it very well could, and I would like it to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very important part of Mortal Kombat's legacy. However, I don't see Mortal Kombat Special Forces being revealed at a large event for a room full of people to play. Now, Mortal Kombat Gold, yes, I could see that.
Yeah, it's bigger, more popular.
And I'm hoping that the emulation was fixed on Mortal Kombat Gold, or I'm hoping that they got it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's where the issue is. That's where the issue is. If it's not in, it's because it's an emulation issue.
Figured out to run. I heard that there was some hiccups, but I'm hoping that Mortal Kombat Gold will be revealed as the final game. Now, let me know your thoughts down below. Because
I mean, and obviously, if it is in the game and they're not ready to reveal that it is, they're not going to, oh yeah, it's in there. They're gonna brush it off, or they're gonna shake their head no. I mean, yeah, you're lying about it, but I mean, he just might not be able to mention it yet. So I'm not gonna say that it's wrong that he's brushing it off or possibly lying about it, because I mean, what am I trying to say? Like, you can only say what you can say when you're allowed to say it. I mean, he might be under like a non-disclosure agreement, so again, time will tell. Well, time will tell.
I don't really know what else. I can tell you definitively that I was told we have 2 more game reveals to go. Now, what are 2 other games that would get people excited for the Legacy Collection to the point where,
and I hope that's true,
keeping them as a surprise would be, you know,
he's playing it. He's playing it while he's talking.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy was a massive surprise. So
yeah, it was
and
cool.
They just revealed that. So you got to.
I was surprised, but not surprised.
Games are going to be equally as good, and we've got basically all our heavy hitters already included. Outside of Mortal Kombat Gold and Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, I can't think of anything else. And Special Forces, as much as I would like Special Forces preserved, that could be DLC, or maybe it could be a hidden Easter.
That's a possibility too. I have heard that if the collection does well, that there will possibly be DLC content, and it could be Special Forces. Again, there's just so much we don't know and have to just wait and find out.
Bonus. I just don't see Mortal Kombat Special Forces getting that love, or getting that. I just don't see them keeping Special Forces around. I think Special Forces is probably going to get the... Sadly enough, I think Special Forces gets the cold. I think it's going to get just left out entirely of the Legacy Collection.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah.
I think Mortal Kombat Gold and Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies probably have the best chance of being our final 2 games. I think revealing this, a playable version of Mortal Kombat Gold, a Dreamcast title, would be incredible. I don't know if they can pull it off technical wise. I've heard there's some limitations.
Yeah, there are.
With some hardware that they're trying to run. I don't know what to expect. All I know is that if they're going to reveal a couple more games for the...
And they've hired an expert to help with some of that, so they're definitely trying.
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, I can't see Special Forces being a game that they put in front of a group of people and they say, here you go, it's 2025. We know you're hungry for Special Forces. So,
some people,
Mortal
maybe,
Kombat Gold, I can see a lot of
everybody.
fans being excited for.
More
This is
so
a
the
custom
Gold,
stage,
yeah.
and you can see Melina's in the game. You don't have Melina in the original Mortal Kombat 4. So this would be a cool version to have. I would love to have Mortal Kombat Gold. Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, some will say it's not a fighting game, so it's not really part of the arcade legacy, but I digress, and I do think it's kind of part of the arcade legacy, only because it does story-wise tie into the legacy by introducing us to Quan Chi, Fujin, Shinnok, and all those characters that we would become playable in Mortal Kombat 4 later on.
Yeah.
But that is my 2 official predictions for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection coming out of EVO 2025.
I would say Sub-Zero Mythology, or Mythology Sub-Zero. That, to me, that's more likely than Gold. I'm not saying the Gold will happen, but I'm skeptical. I am skeptical, just because I'm not sure if Dan Amherst was shaking his head no to Mortal Kombat Gold or Mortal Kombat 9. It would make sense that maybe he would shake his head no to 9 just because it's further in the series, but I mean, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Mortal Kombat Gold, guys.
The reason I settled on these is because when I was there, I talked to the devs, and I was told by 2 different people that we have 2 games left to be revealed. Now, I don't know what games they are. I have thought about it.
And definitely like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you're getting the latest Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection news, because I'm going to be covering it as it comes out. They announced a new game. I'm on it, guys.
Over and over again. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section below what you think that the next games could be. As far as I'm concerned, we now know that the PlayStation games will work on the Legacy Collection, so I mean, when they say 2 more games, if the rumors are true and they can't get Mortal Kombat Gold working right for a reason that I've heard, those final 2 games could be Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies and Mortal Kombat Special Forces. However, I don't see it. I cannot, in any stretch, I can't see any reality where they roll out Mortal Kombat Special Forces as a big surprise at any.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a big surprise. I mean, if we're getting 2 games, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I mean, we know the emulation works for PS1, but we don't know for sure if it's working for the Sega Saturn.
Event in 2025, I just can't see it. That's why I'm hesitant to think.
And they haven't got it working for PS2 era 3D era games.
That Mortal Kombat Special Forces is one of the next 2 reveals. Because whatever it is, I was told we have 2 more reveals. Both of them will be at these large events for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection Road Tour. If it's not Mortal Kombat Gold and Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies, then what other ports could we possibly have? Maybe the Mortal Kombat plug-and-play port? I mean, that's not anything to really write home or get excited about, I wouldn't think. I don't know. But these are my 2 official predictions right now. I know there's a lot of speculation out there because a lot of people thought the question marks meant we were getting
a lot of people getting heated over the speculation too.
4 games. I did too, and I wanted to clarify that when I was there, and I said, hey, we saw those 4 question marks. Does that mean 4 games? We saw one today, so does that mean there's 3 more games coming? And they said, no, we only have, and then they both looked at each other and they said, how many events do we have left? 2? And they said, yeah, 2. And they said, yeah, we have 2 games left to reveal, 1 for each event. So we do have 2 games left to be revealed for the Mortal.
I would have liked to seen a recording of this conversation. Because we just have to take his word for it. So let's trust this that he's telling us exactly what Digital Eclipse told him.
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I'm going to go with Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies and Mortal Kombat Gold with a big swerve. And I'm hoping it's Mortal Kombat Gold because I think if it's anything other than Mortal Kombat Gold, it might be
I don't gamble, but I'm not putting my money on Gold. I'm not doing it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
slightly disappointing unless it is Mortal Kombat Special Forces and Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies together. Because I'll be honest,
Sub-Zero Mythologies, I put $1 on it. Maybe a little bit more.
I think it would be important. I think both of those games are very important to the legacy of Mortal Kombat of the 90s. And I think Special Forces deserves to be there. And I'm actually getting kind of afraid that Special Forces is going to get the cold shoulder and get left out. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm going to wrap up the video.
I mean, it could be a DLC. It could. I mean, it might not make it to the initial release of the collection, but like it might be a few months later. Like DLC announced Special Forces. You know, we just don't know.
So there. Thank you for coming to check this one out. I'm just an old arcade head, locked in for life. I appreciate you checking out the video.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up, share with a friend, let them know what we're doing here over here on the channel. And I appreciate you. As I get ready to go, GG's, my friends. Just looking at Mortal Kombat Gold here.
Guys, definitely check out his video. Link in the description. Give him some love. Give him some likes.
It's a beautiful game.
Same here.
Hopefully we see it on the Legacy Collection. If we don't, I think this would be a good game for them to... If we one day see the Mortal Kombat 3D trilogy, I think this is a great game to go.
I got distracted by Katana, my bad.
As a Easter egg bonus on the Mortal Kombat 3D trilogy, if it doesn't make it in this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. But I want to hear from you fans down below. Let me know what games you think could be the final 2 games in the Mortal Kombat Collection, Legacy Collection, now that we know there's only going to be 2 games left to be revealed. Much love, my friends. Take care, stay safe, and as always, I will see you on the next Mortal Kombat video. Take care, friendos. Peace.
Peace. All right, guys, what do you think? Good video. Let me know your prediction for the final 2 games coming to the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Dive into the comment section. Let me know if you found this video helpful and informative. Please give it a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.